guys, welcome to the show. I'm Eli.
I'm Matthew.
And today is Superhero Sundays, where we go into cosplay, superhero TV shows, and beyond. You name it, we talk about it. I'm really excited about this episode because WandaVision episode 7 we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the Snyder Cut and the stuff going on there and the whole entire DCEU. I mean, it's coming up. It's either coming apart or coming together. We don't really know.
Either way, we're hyped.
Exactly. So it's gonna be super, super awesome. So thank you for everybody who's joining us live, and also this is gonna be available on SoundCloud. Hopefully later tomorrow or today. We will see. But yeah, also we're live on TikTok, Toledo Batman there. So thank you guys for joining us there as well. But I think let's get into it. If you guys are ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So let's.
All right. So starting off where we left off. So the last thing that we remember from last episode is that she enlarged the hex. Vision got sucked back into it, and half of Sword basically got sucked up too. Which was awesome, by the way. They totally deserve that if they're really the bad guys.
They totally deserve that.
Yeah.
If they are bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
We don't know. Like, the theory is that Haywood is Ultron in disguise because Kevin Spacey, right? No, what's his name?
Kevin Smith?
No, he's the person.
Who
Ultron.
plays him? James Spader.
Yeah, that's
James Spader. Yeah.
Is cast as Ultron in WandaVision.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that would make sense for sure.
Right.
But coming into this episode, I guess the first thing I'll bring up was the beginning scene where Wanda wakes up in her previous costume.
Yes.
Which we all know what that means. That's, her depression starting to kick in. You could definitely feel that going through the episode.
Oh yeah.
But we've all woken up and been like, dude, I still have my jeans on from yesterday. So we all know that.
Oh no, what did I do? And she's like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but also, from day one, my theory has been she's having a mental breakdown.
Right.
I will say, as far as my theory goes, I feel like this is the peak of how low she's gonna go. Okay, so in that aspect, I was right. But when it comes to all these other theories, I'm drained. I can't keep up. I mean,
there are a lot.
There are so many theories,
of
man.
What could happen? Agnes is evil, of course.
Agatha Harkness.
Right.
Now officially Agatha Harkness.
Yes.
We knew it was her, but
her secret dungeon lair thing is pretty dang cool, if you ask me.
That was cool. The book.
The book.
What did you think? Some people are thinking that the book is called The Darkhold, which is from the Wanda comics.
Right.
Some people think it's the Necronomicon. I think that's what it's called. Some people just think it's a new book of magic. Something that holds.
Clearly, it seems to be the source of her power.
Source for power. Some other people. Look, I'm gonna say that I was gonna wait till later to mention this, but I think I'm just gonna say it now so I can make this point. I think I'm gonna let go of Mephisto and Nightmare.
Yeah, I think the Mephisto. I mean, there seemed to be. It might show up in Doctor Strange.
It's possible. I just figured, with only 2 or 3 episodes left, if you're going to bring that character in, you need more than 2, unless one episode is going to introduce him. But if you're going to have him be in the show in only 3 episodes, I don't think he's going to be in it. I don't know.
I think you're right. I don't think they're going to go the Mephisto route.
No.
They might go something, I don't know. They seem like they like you said, they showed a voiceover in the
the promo.
Of Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. So I was watching the promo for episode 8, and Doctor Strange was a big theme in those promos.
So they might bring him in.
They might. It wasn't new footage, or it was just from the movie, but he was narrating over the footage in the episode. They showed a few clips of him, but they were clearly from like Endgame and from the Doctor Strange movie.
Right.
But it was heavily implying like he's obviously relevant to whatever's about to happen.
Exactly. So it has to be multiple universes.
It has to be.
It has to be.
I mean,
because,
it's going to be if it's not already.
I mean, Pedro, we don't know if he's evil or being controlled.
All I know is that he's not. Okay, all right.
Because the end credit scene shows him about to attack.
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't think he's either. Okay, there are three. I think a few different. He's not just her brother. He's definitely not from this universe. 616. He is not her brother. Now, if he is her brother, he's from another universe, being mind controlled by Agatha.
Sure.
Or resurrected by Agatha, or Wanda brought him back, but Agatha mind controlled him, so he wasn't all there.
Right.
But he's not her brother. It's not that simple.
No.
It is. He's either a villain, or he's being mind controlled, or he's just completely irrelevant, made to the illusion to be relevant to confuse and anger Wanda. I don't know, because Wanda doesn't buy it either anymore.
She doesn't?
No, she told the kids that's not your uncle. She's like,
wait, I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
Wait,
kid.
Explain it really quick.
Okay, so in the beginning of the scene, we're sitting in the living room having that mental breakdown mom moment.
Right.
I don't have any of the
Modern
answers.
Family
Modern Family hardcore. They said, well, what happened? Uncle Pete told us that you killed Vision, and she said, don't believe anything that man says. He's not your uncle.
Right.
And that, I mean, interpretively, that could be taken different ways. That could mean like, oh, I don't like him anymore. He's dead to me, or I literally know he's not my brother, or I just don't have any answers, so I'm pushing everybody away. Either way, it's.
Well,
yeah, wow.
Going on that theory of that he's not Pietro makes a lot of sense.
100%.
You know? But where did he come from? We all know that he came from the Fox universe, right?
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
But how did he get in the show, do you think?
There were some speculation about his speed, somehow some Flashpoint reference of how he broke through, but honestly, not Quicksilver. Quicksilver isn't as fast as Flash, and I can prove that. I mean, he's fast. I'm not saying he's slower.
How'd you just came back? That was incredible. Did you guys see it? He left and Matthew came back. That's crazy. I don't know how that happened. That was a quick thing. But anyway,
like I just there were even some videos on YouTube talking about what was the whole point of recasting Pietro if he's not the character that he's meant to be. Like, there were so many questions. Like, it was just that question, and then so many different answers that had no solidity.
I know. I saw theories like that, and I was questioning it too, and I was just gonna be so disappointed if they just like they're trying to like morph the universes.
Yeah.
And like get rid of the original actor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If that's what they're doing?
I mean,
that's very disappointing.
Yeah, it's a weird way to do it, but I know Marvel's too good for that. They wouldn't be cheap about it or lazy. But so we don't as far as we don't know who Pietro is. We just know that he's the actor from the Fox universe. And Wanda knows that he's not all telling the truth. But something interesting about the truth. Mm-hmm. Vision finally learns about his past. Darcy fills him in during the truck, or in the truck, that she basically explains everything. Yeah. Which I thought was nice. Yeah, Vision needed that.
Like, Vision take control. You know, he's like, why am I talking in this mic? Blah, blah, blah.
I know, he's like, this is ridiculous.
He realizes, like, no, this is all fake. I should just, like, go and figure it out. But we don't know if it's Wanda keeping him from the truth.
I thought it was Agatha after the end of the episode. I was thinking, oh, well, she's too distracted. She wouldn't be thinking about.
But why? like it seems like Vision is getting held back, and he's gonna be the one to stop it. Also, one who's gonna be the one to really help is I know her name.
Oh, Monica?
Monica. Thank you.
Yep.
Gosh.
Oh, we'll talk about her in a second. She was a big part of this episode.
But she seems like she's gonna help, and that was an epic moment. Oh
Yeah.
my God, her epic moment of like the superhero landing.
Yeah, and
going through the force, the hex, and oh my goodness, I loved it.
Oh, yeah, it was dope.
I absolutely loved it. That was like so exciting.
and since she can handle Wanda or be handled by Wanda and still walk away from it,
Right.
she's not afraid to talk to her woman to woman now. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. What do you mean?
Like in the beginning, when she snapped out of it and she said the thing about Ultron, and then you saw on her face she instantly regretted saying what she just said because she realized how powerless she was against Wanda. Now she knows she has powers, or at least she's different.
Yeah.
So she just keeps talking. Wanda, you need to take it down, and then Wanda just snaps at her like, "Don't make me hurt you."
I
But she
know.
doesn't do it. Because she knows something's different here. She knows she can't just hit her with something because she can just she can handle it.
It was interesting because she didn't seem like very like shocked by getting this ability. You know.
I know.
She seemed
Yeah.
very concerned about helping, which I like.
Yeah. She was
know?
definitely. I don't want to say distracted, as in that's a bad thing, but her drive was strong enough to not let what was happening to her distract her from what she was trying to do.
Right. She had a clear goal in mind to help and save.
Did you notice she was already in her costume
No, I
from
think
the
that-
comic books?
From the comic? No, I didn't notice. I don't know her comic book counterpart.
If you look up a picture of what she looks like and then look at the outfit, swear to God, the black and white tink tink on the chest and everything. I think the emblem is off, like because it's from Sword, but the costume was super close. Look at her right there.
right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I got a visual. Let me pull it up really quick.
All right.
Here we are. Let's put it.
Yep.
Main camera. Is it gonna work? We'll just do this.
Okay.
Pull this up. Is this it?
Okay, so that's the sword,
That's
but
the sword.
the shoulder piece, the black part,
Mhm.
that is like exactly what her comic book costume looks like, except the emblem is like a big star instead of that sword thing.
Let's see.
So I thought that was
Images.
interesting.
We'll go here.
Look up photon.
Photon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, F or PH. Sorry.
Oh. Oh, right. Photon.
Right here.
Ah.
Kind of, sorta. It's a little bit upside down.
Oops.
So it's not the best, but you kind of get the gist, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like the black underneath, and then the white.
Yeah, they kind of made it look like Sword in
Yeah.
her comic book
I
costume.
just
see
noticed that enough to where I was
Yeah.
like, it's pretty close.
Right,
You know,
right.
she doesn't even have her full powers yet, but like, cause you could totally see someone like if she was in the middle of saving someone's life, and then she's like, "Oh, I like your superhero outfit," and she goes, "That's not my outfit. It's just
Right.
from the astronaut thing that I had on."
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was still cool. Like, there's
yeah.
a purpose to how her designs come to life. Her, it's not just random or like a friend's gift
it's never
out of a
random
box.
when it comes to Marvel.
I know.
What are you
I know.
talking about? Randomness is not even in their agenda.
I know. I love it.
Holy cow. They got
oh.
everything planned from the very beginning. Probably like before I was born. Like I was
Oh,
probably
yeah.
in the womb, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have this 10 story episode of WandaVision." They knew the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Ahead of time.
Speaking of another big thing that happened in this episode, it didn't take a lot of space in this episode, but it's very, very important.
Yeah.
The missing kids.
Yeah, the kids seem to vanish and then come in and vanish and come back. What's going on with these kids?
Well,
I mean,
I think they actually got taken this time. I feel like because Agatha had them
you
in
think
her possession.
Agatha did it?
Yeah.
You think Agatha took the kids?
Yeah.
What'd she do with the kids?
Well,
Feed 'em cookies or something?
I think look, I know I just said that I got to get rid of Mephisto and Nightmare, and
Who needs
as
these
of
kids?
as of right now, I'm letting go of that theory. 'But she's working for someone.
Right.
And I think that whatever she's trying to do, she's trying to maybe like, let's say like her leader's. I'm just humor me. Let's just say her boss's soul is in that book.
The boss's soul is in the book.
And his soul can't escape.
Okay.
He needs something to escape. Wanda's power.
Yeah.
So she needs to do all this stuff. All I'm saying is that she's not alone. This isn't all her. She did the little things or whatever, but it's not all just her.
That's a crazy theory. But
I'm not saying that's what I think is happening. I'm saying
you're putting a lot into that book.
No, that book is relevant. In the comics, when it comes to Agatha Harkness, she has a book that is relevant to her power. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the connection between that book and her. I do know that in the comics that Mephisto is a huge part of that relationship. Like, he's basically the Ralph to Agnes. You know, that's why we kept mentioning Mephisto, and she kept mentioning Ralph. You know, we're like, oh, maybe that's, whatever, but there's somebody else. Like,
what if it did just for the last episode has Mephisto in it? Like, what
I don't
if
know.
they just like, man, how are they gonna close this up? Like,
I don't know.
This is just.
Well, the thing that I'm curious about is people even theorized about the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper?
Because
what?
I know I've told you about this because his helmet is in the intro of the show. They show it clearly there. It is his helmet. It is not mistaken. It's not close to. It's not an alter. It's his helmet.
Right.
There's 2 or 3 episodes left. Mm-hmm. He hasn't even been talked about, mentioned to, or referenced as. And like that's where I get confused. That's when I let go of stuff because I'm just like, I'd rather be surprised than try to guess and be wrong because I don't know. I just don't know. If I had a clue,
I would guess. And you're right. That's the fun of it, right?
Well, no, I'm saying like I just went as far as a mental breakdown. Mm-hmm. That's as far as I wanted to go. I was happy if that was true. That's clearly true. But there's more to it, and I'm just happy with what I've learned so far. I'm just ready to take it as we go along. But yeah, not a lot of new stuff was brought up this episode. A lot of new, like...
WandaVision. We're talking about WandaVision.
Yeah.
Agatha and WandaVision are close. They're close. Mailman only shows up with Agatha and Wanda.
Yeah, people have speculated the Mailman is Mephisto. And the only reason why I kind of nod to that is because if you're not important, you're not in front of the camera, meaning the story. Mm-hmm. This guy pops up for no reason with no lines sometimes. And just gives a little nod, maybe shrugs his shoulders. But I don't get, he's just showing up.
Can Doctor Strange shapeshift or change his appearance?
If you wanted to.
If he wanted to. So you think he's Doctor Strange?
I'm going to say...
what if Doctor Strange is just, he doesn't... Because Doctor Strange, remember when Tony turns to Doctor Strange and says, "Is this the one?" He doesn't want to interfere.
Right.
He doesn't want to mess things
up.
I
can't... If I tell you, it won't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what if he's watching from the sidelines?
He should be. I mean, this is too big of a phenomenon for him to be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Wanda's doing what?
It's a crazy theory.
He definitely knows.
Yeah.
If he can detect spirits from other dimensions that are breaking through, he can tell Wanda's being an asshole with her powers. You know what I'm saying? You think I can't feel it? I can feel it. I'll there's not a lot of new stuff in this episode. Really the big 2, well, I'll say 3 because the missing kids. That's gonna be a bigger, more important factor later on. Sure. Agatha Harkness all along, that was a big one, even though we kind of already knew that.
They hinted heavily at that.
Very heavily. And honestly, if she wasn't behind it, it would have been a waste of a character because she's known to have a strong relationship with Agatha Harkness.
Nicholas Scratch?
Oh, Scratch, the bunny, the rabbit.
Is that what he's... As the mailman? You think the rabbit has...
Oh. Well, okay, so Scratch is theorized to be the name of Old Scratch, which is a nickname for the devil. Some people theorize that he could be Mephisto. I've let go of those theories. I'm just gonna let the show surprise me if it is true. You know what I mean? But I have no theories, even if I thought it was true. I just don't know where he could be. I mean, literally, like, the bunny could be Mephisto. The mailman could be Mephisto. Pietro could be Mephisto.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just don't get the luxury of knowing that. And we were just talking about this before the show started.
Yeah.
We've noticed that the extremities of our theories have not been touched as much as we'd like to. Like we were talking about earlier, like we thought, like, you know, the devil was gonna be a part of it, you know,
Sure,
nightmare.
Yeah.
But it's just Agatha.
It's
At least except for Sword. But I'm talking about
has to be somebody has
there.
to be.
There
like,
has to be more. There has to be. I mean,
it really is. Like Agatha, I don't know. She doesn't seem like. We don't really know her plan. Maybe she does have a plan. We know she's evil. Oh, and I gotta mention, really quick, that, I love not the Addams Family, the Munsters.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, the Munsters theme of Agatha, that was great. I absolutely love that. Touched my heart because I grew up watching the Munsters with my dad. And it just made me happy to see that. It really did.
No, it was a cool episode, man.
Oh man,
did really well.
So much. The Monica's spaceship thing. The Ranger.
Yeah. I wanted to say this. I was very disappointed about the not showing up of the special guest that was hinted at. We were all hoping Reed Richards was gonna pop up, and not only did he not pop up, nobody popped up. Nobody. I watched reactions of other people watching this just to see if it was just me. They were all like this. They're all like this. And then I swear to God, a minute later, they're all just like their posture hasn't changed, but their eyes did. They're like, I'm still waiting. Oh, so there wasn't. Yeah, it was. I really wanted Reed Richards to like them open the door and him be like, I'm here, and we're like. But no, nothing. We got nothing.
They probably did that to us, you know, on purpose. You know,
I think they did too.
Like,
I think they did
hey,
too.
we're gonna dangle this carrot in front of you and yank it away.
Swear.
Mm-hmm.
It was just. I don't know. Why do
Marvel
that?
people.
You already do that to us with the cliffhangers. Why do that to us with? Oh.
I know. It's there is just so much.
It's fine. I'll let it go this time, Marvel. But next time, it's your ass.
They like the Mephisto stuff. Maybe it's the same thing as.
Look, I mean, they've
Fantastic
tricked us
Four,
every
you know?
episode.
They did.
Maybe not by far, but they
Right.
definitely tricked us. I can't take any credit when I say, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. The only thing I knew was that Agnes was Agatha Harkness, and she was the bad guy. I didn't know how or when or who or any of that, but...
So, if you had to pick, which one would you want to show up? Doctor Strange or...
Mephisto. I want Mephisto so
want-
hard. I don't even
Really?
know him as a Marvel character that
You
well,
just
but
wanna,
I
like,
just know it would... I don't know what it would do, but it would just do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like...
Sure.
At this point, we have so many characters in the MCU that a new superhero to me is just kind of like, all right. You know, I mean, we already have like 27, 30 characters. I don't, you know what I mean? But if like a crazy villain that can't be touched, that's like, because a hero is only as good as his villain. That's an old saying. And I do believe that. I believe that if you have a really dope superhero, but the villain is just lame, like easily defeatable, is not even a question.
Well,
The stakes aren't that high.
A good antagonist makes
Yeah.
a good hero.
Yeah, I like when the
Vice versa.
stakes are high, when the consequences matter, when you should care about the consequences in the movie. It's like,
So-
you know.
The villain's objective, whether it be Agatha or Agatha is just doing somebody else's bidding, which that might be true. We don't know.
That's my only theory.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just seemed like that because no motive has really been established. It's been hinted at.
Yeah, no motive.
No motive
well,
for
for
the
the
villain.
children is really
Right.
the only one
The
we got.
children seem to be the biggest theory for creating what's happening.
Yeah,
you know?
Westview. Yeah.
And also, we've had theories that the motive is Wanda protecting Vision. You know.
Yeah, that's another motive. Yeah.
That's been like kind of stomped out now.
Yeah.
You know, because the revealing of Agatha, right?
And the revealing of Cataract, the plan to make Vision into a new weapon.
Right. So we have that. So do you think there's two Visions? Because that seems plausible. That
I can only go as far as saying that your two Wanda's theory is starting to grab some grip.
Yeah.
It makes sense that two stories from two different timelines. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I could see that being made to make sense.
Exactly.
Two Visions, no. I just have to say no. Would I be surprised if the show tricked me? No, not at all. I mean,
it has tricked me every corner.
You know, I don't know. Oh, you know. I mean, like, the only thing I know for sure, and I know it's kind of premature, but I'm saying it anyways because I know it's true. I know Pietro is not her brother because of the whole line he said, I got shot up for no reason.
I got shot up.
Immediately, that gave it away.
You can't die twice.
And you can't come back from that line. You can't be like, oh, I was kidding. I am your brother. And then he ends up being your... No, you're not. You said the line. That was that's a 180, not true. Mm-hmm. You're not her brother. Unless you're somebody else's brother, but you're not hers. So I know that 100%.
Right.
But as far as everything else, I mean, again, it could go any way.
It could. What if we're totally underestimating Pietro? Like, what if he just comes out of, like, left field just like, hey, look at me. I'm, like, the big bad, you know?
I mean, he's definitely on the bad guy's team right now. I don't know if that's against his will or not.
We're being led to assume that he's being controlled by Agatha. That's what we're led to believe. But maybe he's the one pulling the strings. I mean, who knows?
The one explanation that makes sense to me is that Wanda missed her brother. She subconsciously grabbed him from another reality. He pops up. Agatha is like, whoop, you're on my team. That would make sense.
It would. So overall, what'd you think of episode 7?
Okay.
Like, how does it rack up against all the other episodes? Because so far it's pretty good. I liked it a lot.
The whole show is perfect.
It wasn't long enough. It's always not long enough.
Yeah, they really know how to space stuff out. I don't want to come off as, because we always expect more. We want more. That when the last seconds were always like, oh, 5 more minutes.
I know. You definitely want 5 more minutes.
Because it's just not enough.
That full hour, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to give a grade for this one. I liked it. I want more.
1 out of 10? What would you say?
I don't know. Like, I want to say 7, but I don't know.
7?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
It's just because, like,
because we don't have everything yet, and it's
like I'm still waiting for like a big fight. I'm still waiting for like shit to matter, and I don't mean it doesn't matter. I'm saying for it to in that moment matter. It's all right now, or it's not at all. You know, that moment. I love those moments because that's when it matters. It's like whatever happens in this moment is the concrete history in which the future will be based on. And but when it's just little bad guys after little bad guys, it's just a Monday.
It's just a Monday.
It's just a Monday.
That's just a Monday.
You know,
even though it comes out on Friday.
Because like okay, Monica getting her superpowers, that was cool.
That was awesome.
Agatha being revealed.
I enjoyed that.
That was a breather moment for me because it was just like, okay, finally we can say it. Like we've been saying it, but we can say it now without having to look over our shoulder, like, you know.
So knowing the spoilers kind of spoil it for you?
It's not that.
Or the theories, I should say.
It's
knowing
just,
the theories kind of spoiled it.
I don't know if this makes sense. I don't think it was enough spoilers.
Enough spoilers?
Like I wanted more. Because we both knew Agnes was Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
We know she was controlling Wanda somehow because she had that manipulative personality. Right. She did it in front of us. Like, we knew she was doing it. So, is it nice to breathe and be able to say, we told you it was Agatha Harkness? Yes. But we haven't gone anywhere with the story. It's just Yes.
Yeah, I got to give this episode.
It's still great.
Yeah.
It just didn't go anywhere. I'm waiting for it to go farther. Like more.
You want? Yeah, they always leave you wanting more, isn't it?
Yeah, like.
And it almost it works a lot because it keeps us going like every week.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Keeps us talking about it and so on. But then the con of it is it kind of leaves us feeling empty. You know, kind of gives us that feeling of, is this satisfying enough?
Well,
and it really, compared to like television, other superhero shows, Batwoman, and it really gives us a lot. You know?
Yeah.
We've never really had something quite like WandaVision.
Not at all.
Everybody's talking about it.
No, yeah.
And they just keep us hooked every single week. But this episode 7, I have to say I gotta give it in like an 8.5.
Bet.
An 8.5 would be good. It's not. It wasn't really a 10. I think when Pietro showed up, that was a great episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, compared
to
episode 7, it was. I was more hype when Pietro showed up in the fight between Wanda and Vision, and that seemed like it was really unraveling and going somewhere.
Yeah.
Even though episode 7 does feel like it's unraveling, it just doesn't feel complete in a way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna regrade these episodes when all the episodes are out.
Oh, sure.
So I could understand, like, I mean, because it's easy to grade a singular episode, not knowing what's to come. But like that's why I kind of didn't know how to grade this one, because it could be the best episode, it could be one of the worst. I just haven't seen all the episodes, so comparatively, I just don't know.
Yeah.
Every episode is great.
You don't want to make a judgment.
This whole show is well written.
Oh yeah.
It's just all the way from the quality to the production, the delivery is what I was trying to say. Delivery from the actors, everything is great. Mm-hmm. It's just sometimes our theories and imagination get the best of us, so we push a little too far. And we get a little too little.
And
so
then we get disappointed. Yeah,
that's why I'm letting go of Mephisto at night. I'm just letting go, and I'm gonna let Doctor Strange have that in there if it isn't there. But I just,
But let's take some questions from our viewers on YouTube.
Yeah, let's talk to you guys.
We have one person watching on TikTok. Thank you, one person. We appreciate you. But we got 4 current viewers. What do you guys think? How do you guys rate the episode? What do you guys think of WandaVision episode 7? Do you give it a 1 out of 10? Is it a 10? Is it an 8.5? Or is it like a 0 for you guys? Compared to everything we've seen so far.
Is that
I think this movie is gonna be amazing. He's talking about Zack Snyder's.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, the show's really good. There's one like split scene from like past promos where Wanda and Vision kind of like tilt into this blank canvas room. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like they're in color, but the entire room is gray. Like it was such a split moment, but I just remember going, "What is that?"
I don't know.
It's like it was a weird moment. But yeah, no,
favorite so far. Awesome.
Oh heck yeah.
No, I don't know what that could be. Only time will tell, right?
I mean, for sure. I know Agatha can manipulate whatever Wanda is doing in this hex, but I know she's not in control of all of it. I know. I mean, the simplest explanation is that Wanda can control everything to an extent, because I know wherever she is, the stronger the connection is, and the farther away people are from her inside the hex are stuck in a loop. So yes, she does technically control everything if that is her doing it.
Right.
But that doesn't mean she's controlling everything, as in she's letting people be free. I just hope there are more villains. I just hope there's something more, because
I'm pretty satisfied with Agatha.
Agatha is cool. I like her because she's cool and she's funny, but she doesn't threaten me. Like,
doesn't threaten you?
because I haven't seen her enough.
I don't know about you, man, but she seems pretty threatening. I would not want to
Not
mess
yet.
with her.
Not yet. No, she's been too
She
nice.
hasn't done anything. Like,
Yes, she hasn't done anything that's brutal. Correct.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
the
hasn't
missing
done
kids, if that was her, that's brutal. I'm just saying so far. I haven't seen
yeah.
anything that makes me go, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's Agatha. You know?
Right? Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Well, you want her to, like, you know.
But she is dangerous because of how she can manipulate Wanda. That's what makes her dangerous.
She's very...
I just, one, she's a new character for me. And two,
we now know she did kill the dog.
Oh, she killed that dog, and she was happy about it.
So
oh, I
happy.
killed Sparky too.
That's brutal. That's pretty.
Yeah.
But let's move on. There is breaking news in the DCEU. Let's bring this on right here. That's weird. Oh, okay. What the heck? I just totally...
You clicked on the wrong thing?
I guess I did. But anyway...
What's that? Is that...
No, yeah, this is what we were about to explain. This is Sasha
Kales, maybe?
Kaoli? I'm totally brutally murdering her last name. But Sasha, she is the new Supergirl in the Flash movie. So that is pretty dang exciting. I can't wait to see that. I think she's going to do a great job as Supergirl. And this character is a beloved character and has not quite got the justice she deserves. And seeing her on the big screen, because her last big screen appearance totally flopped.
Yeah, the Supergirl that couldn't punch.
Yeah. There we go. So this is just fan art of what she might look like in the superhero get up as Supergirl, and I'm down for it. This is gonna be awesome. The Flash movie is gonna bring a lot of characters into it. I think more than just Supergirl, but I don't know. What are your thoughts so far?
I think it's a great directional decision. I feel like there's only so many stories you can make in the same kind of genre. I think Supergirl is very popular. It's definitely, according to the comics, is stronger and older than, sorry, hold on. How did this work? Is she older than Clark?
Yeah, it's really, she is.
Because she was older in the beginning. He was a baby. She was kind of...
Right, and by the time...
Then he was an adult. She wasn't. Something weird like that.
Right. By the time that she traveled to Earth, Clark was an adult.
Right.
But when they both left, she was older.
That's weird. She's the older little sister.
Right.
That's weird.
she's the cousin, but yeah.
She's the cousin. Oh, that's right, the cousin. I said
cousin.
sister. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, you got it right.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's totally gonna be. I mean, who knows? They're gearing up for a lot. They're let me show you this. Look at this. So I don't know if you guys know, but the '89 Batman and '78 Superman are getting their own comic book series. So they're definitely hyping the Flash movie. This Flash movie is supposed to be the movie that's going to transform and move us away from the Snyderverse. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to like grab a hold of everything that was good about the Snyderverse and push it towards a new beginning.
I'm happy.
Now this is a strange move, a very, very strange move to bring back these beloved characters.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like they've lost a lot, and they're like, "Hey, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna bring these guys back." But I don't know what they're gonna do with the Superman '78 movie. We know that Michael Keaton's coming back in the Flash movie, but the comic book of the release of the '78, are they just releasing that because of the '89, or is something gonna happen where we're gonna see a Superman.
Well, I know that
on the
Henry
screen.
Cavill is going to be replaced down the road.
Right.
So I think that's why. I think they're just getting a new actor, so they said, well, we're getting a different actor. Let's just go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I know Robert Pattinson's supposed to be our new Batman, if that still does well.
Right. And we
I
got
think
that
it will.
universe.
I think it will. I have good hopes for it. I've had good hopes for other movies, too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I do have good feelings about the Batman movie. I would like to see a classic, more classic type Superman. I don't really know how to explain that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Henry Cavill is
Almost
a
cheesy,
great
almost
Superman.
cheesy but strong, like a strong cheesy kind of guy.
No, I think I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, this is. I've had this same thought. Henry Cavill is a great Superman. He
Perfect.
makes an okay Clark Kent.
Yeah.
And I think 50% of the character is Clark Kent, you know?
Yeah.
And I forgot his Roth, is it?
His what?
I know his name. Played in Superman Returns.
Oh, I didn't. I've only seen that movie like once.
Returns cast. But the guy who played Superman, Brandon Roth.
He plays the Atom on
Exactly, he plays the
The
Atom.
Legends of Tomorrow. I actually like him as the Atom. I
He's
really
great
do.
as the
I
Atom.
genuinely love him as the Atom.
But what I'm saying is he makes a great Superman because even though it was kind of creepy that he was spying on Lois in the Superman Returns movie, he makes a great Superman because he can play both characters really, really strong, and at the same time, he can be that confident Superman that we all love and appreciate, and then he can totally switch into that Clark Kent character in that disguise. Like, it's not the glasses. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he puts on glasses and he becomes Clark Kent. No! He puts on the glasses and he puts on the attitude of the bumbling fool, you know? He's like going around like with papers, and you can't tell that that's Superman because Superman.
It's a body posture thing.
Exactly.
Just to give you an example, no joke, and this has happened to me so many times. Like, I have the beard, I'm longer hair, like I'm trying to, and I have these glasses.
Right.
If I take either, and I'm
Exactly.
serious. If I take either of these off, people
yeah.
tell me the same thing every time. You look so different.
Right.
It's not even. If my posture was different too, I'm sure I would look like a completely different person.
Oh yeah.
So it makes sense that somebody would just. And when you associate somebody with a certain type of this is who you are, you don't really give them more than that. Like, it's just Clark Kent. You don't really let him go as farther than that.
And when I see Henry Cavill's portrayal of Clark Kent, you know, come on screen, I just see Superman. You know, I don't really see Clark
True.
Kent.
One of my favorite Clark Kent moments, which may seem a little odd, but it is from Man of Steel.
Right.
The diner scene where that guy picks on him really bad and he almost snaps, but he ends up just walking out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love that scene because, knowing how strong Superman is and how he could literally flick him into outer space. It's hard for regular people to not yell.
Hey, Alex, welcome to the show.
Like, imagine if you could move planets and a tiny, puny human was just like, hey, man. Like, dude, you'd be like, just in the way, I don't know. I just love that scene. It was
a great scene. I mean, it's interesting.
But I agree with your Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I agree with that, though.
Right. And it's interesting to see that scene. He wasn't quite Clark Kent yet. Yes, he had the title of Clark Kent, but he didn't have the personality to disguise his Superman.
Yeah, he was always strong.
You know?
Like, you felt like he was strong all the time.
Right. He didn't seem that Clark Kent that we all love, that bumbling idiot that comes along and then fools everybody and then takes off the glasses and then rips open the shirt and boom, he's Superman.
They did do that in the end of Justice League.
They did. I hope that's still in the cut, the Snyder
cut.
I
hope so.
Because that was a great moment. That felt like Superman.
That was
seeing
cool.
Henry Cavill just like full on just go to call to justice, you know.
Oh God.
There's nothing in it.
So let me ask, and I hope this isn't a silly question. It's just popped in my head.
Sure.
I don't remember the actors' names that well. I think one of them is Tom Wellington. But who was your more favorite Superman? The 78 actor in the movie? Or Smallville?
Oh, Smallville.
When it comes to those classical type-looking guys.
Here's the thing. Smallville, I know his name. You know his name.
It's not Tom Wellington. I think that's from The Flash.
So in Smallville, we had like two Tom Welling. No,
right. So close.
Wellington, but Welling. Tom Welling. You're right. Good job. High five.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's totally. You got two competing Supermans.
I know.
We got the young version, and then we have the more mature. He's been fighting crime, and he's been doing all that.
Yeah.
And so it's different. It really depends. I mean, you can't judge one from the other.
All right, that's fine.
You really can't when it comes to those guys.
We got 14 minutes left. Do you want to talk about Snyder Cut before we?
Yeah, let's talk about that really quick because that's really, really interesting to me that Zach.
Yeah, let's talk about
this
aspect
totally
ratio.
Seems like a Zach thing. It doesn't seem like the studio is saying this. The aspect ratio is very, very strange.
This movie is Zach's movie. It's no longer anybody else's. They're like, you know what? Go for it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy to think that we're gonna get like two Snyder Cut versions, a black and white. We're gonna get a black and white.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it colored. It's gonna have a weird aspect ratio because Zach just wanted it. Now, the way I've heard it is Zach wanted IMAX to view it from top to bottom instead of left to right. And our vision, our peripherals view everything this way.
Right.
Sure, we see a lot this way, but it's comfortable this way.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel really odd that our television,
it's a 4-hour movie. You don't want
to
make it.
And it's 4 hours, right? Unless I don't see many people like going in line to like watch a 4-hour movie with a black and white and this box type of aspect ratio,
Is it going to be in theaters? Like, if it is, are you going to go?
So.
Can we go to? I'd rather go to the theater.
I'd rather go to the theater, yes.
Yeah.
But then again, it's 4 hours, so who knows? I've never actually sat through a 4-hour movie in the theater.
The longest movie.
It doesn't sound appealing.
The longest movies I can think of are Lord of the Rings and Endgame. Those are long. And The Irishman.
The Irishman was long.
Yeah.
What else was? They've made long movies in the past.
This is the longest movie, though.
Yeah, the aspect ratio, and who knows? After a while, it may fade away because I've watched things on my phone, and if the room's completely dark and my phone's there, I can watch the full movie, and it seems like I'm in a big screen because you can't tell.
Right. Now, with black and white, if they were showing a old memory, like one of Batman's old memories, and then that scene was in black and white, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't think I could sit through 4 hours, especially when color is kind of important when it comes to, Superman and Batman.
You got all these colorful characters.
Cyborg, Look, if you black and white my Flash with his red, I swear to God.
It's just...
it's not the best suit, but I'm saying don't you dare black and white out my Flash.
We could be completely wrong.
That's what I'll do.
Don't do that.
Lose my
Okay, cool your shit.
All right.
It's all right. It's
Sorry,
just a movie.
Did you see that? I almost lost it there.
I didn't.
My hair is falling out. I didn't know.
Your hair's falling out. I'm pulling my hair out for like 4 years over this.
I know. Look, and I'm gonna be totally fair here. I think this is gonna be 2 thumbs up. I think this is gonna be absolutely great.
That's right, dude. Somebody watched me on YouTube when I was younger. That's hilarious.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I do think it's going to be a good movie. I'm a little worried about how long it's going to hold my interest because it's 4 hours. It's not even about Justice League anymore. It's about 4 hours. Can you, no offense. I don't even think Marvel could hold my attention for 4 hours.
Would have been great.
But we'll see.
A 2-movie story arc.
I was kind of hoping for that.
That
or at least
great.
TV series. I would have been
Right.
fine with a couple episodes.
Right. It's just. I mean, this is gonna be one and done. I mean, I think that's what they're pushing for. One and done. Batsy. Hey, welcome to the podcast. We're 10 minutes from closing. 10 minutes from
Closing time.
Time for you to go home. Back to the Snyderverse where you belong.
We quit our day jobs for this, by the way.
Yeah, this is it. We don't have a life anymore.
All we have time to do
Well,
is sing
I know
in the shower.
Matthew doesn't have a life. I'm totally
That's
joking.
true. That's true.
But
I
no,
live under
don't
a
have
rock.
life. What the heck? But you know, I love these characters. I really do. I grew up watching Justice League, and those guys, the animated team at Warner Brothers, knows what they're doing.
Mhm.
They know how to tell stories with these characters, and it drives me nuts that they're just like, oh, animation is beneath us. We're the movie team. We're gonna do our own thing. I mean, they should totally 100% hire those people.
Mm-hmm. At least for the writing.
Paul Dini knows Batman, and they won awards for Heart of Ice. You know.
Right.
My camera's gonna go.
It's alright.
Come back on. It seems to me like a no-brainer to hire the writers who've done the Justice League, the animated series, Superman, the animated series, Batman, the animated series. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And it just drives me nuts.
There's
that they can't. I mean, the Arkham Games did it. They brought on Paul Dini.
True.
And
I
they
just
were
know.
huge hitters.
I know copyright issues complicate every decision a production company has to make.
Right.
Like we've said
I don't think
before,
it's
like
all under one roof.
if
Warner Brothers,
if
though.
we cherry picked every movie, every TV series of every little thing we liked about Batman. I liked his cowl in this one, his cape in this one. I liked how he talked in this one and fought in this one.
Right.
If we put it all together, would that be the best Batman for us? Yes. But
Of
the
course.
company over here would be like, what are you doing? You can't have that. That's ours. I don't care if it's yours. It's the Batman. But they care, and you can't do it.
It's just, I really don't get it. I mean, they want to make money, and the best way to make money is not focus on making money.
They do want. Well, I don't want to get too much into this, but like they do want to make money, but they really care about the power they have over the ownership that they have over these characters. They don't want to give it up.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope that. I mean, it's a big gamble to bring back Michael Keaton because
I think it's cool. I just do not mess it up. He is a national treasure when it comes to one of the Batman.
And if they mess that up, you know how bad that's gonna be. They're gonna be like, oh gosh, they're gonna lose all faith in Warner Brothers in making superhero movies. All faith will be lost if Michael Keaton isn't at the standard of the original '89 movie. You know, because that was a huge phenomenon. The posters and everything. You look back on the old footage of television, of the news, of the '89 movie coming back. That was huge. No movie has ever gotten to that point before '89. And
that's true. That's true.
And it's a lot riding on their shoulders.
And the thing is, too, is we're always saying they're getting better, they're getting closer,
right?
But they just didn't hit it. And when it comes to Marvel, they hit it ever since Iron Man, and that was their first
They got really
release.
lucky with Iron Man.
And I just think how. And here's the thing. I don't want to say this thinking that I want to give up on DC because I love DC. Always have, always will.
Exactly.
But how many chances can we give you before I go, I don't want to spend $12 to go see your movie because I know I'm not going to like it.
Right.
You know?
I mean, at least with HBO Max, you're getting a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right. I just think, you know, like if this movie will be better than the Justice League we got. That is guaranteed. It will be. I don't know if it's going to be the trophy of Justice League movies, but it'll open up the doors for new ideas for better ways to execute that vision. I like the idea of them doing the Batman and Superman old school bringing it together again. I like that. I like it. I feel like we've been modernizing a lot of stuff, and I'm just kind of like, it's not a real world.
No,
I feel like you can make it a little bit more.
Are they pulling on nostalgia, or are they trying to get our money? That's what it comes down to.
I'd rather them pull on my nostalgia for real.
Right, exactly. And the fact that they're just money hungry to...
They're trying to catch up with Marvel. Yeah.
And it's just...
And you can't blame them. Marvel has billions of dollars. You'd be insane to not want a little piece of that. You know what I'm saying?
They do. They're the originals. Without DC, without, Superman, without the 89, we would have had no Marvel.
And
nobody would have showed up for Iron Man.
I can't...
what is this? No way.
And I will never say that Marvel learned from DC movies.
Right.
Because they're not comparable. No. Just at all. Like, even if you're
Agreed.
like, oh, they took all the good things from the DC films and made one film. No. Not even comparable.
Exactly. It isn't, but
I'm still excited. I'm still excited.
We're still
I am a
excited.
huge fan. Yeah. This will be
dope. By the end of the day, we're fans. We're excited.
We're getting the story we needed or wanted, and it's just gonna be good news.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I think we should come to an end, and I want to thank you guys for viewing this entire episode. To the 3 viewers that have stayed with us, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in on TikTok. Also, comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to get to DIYs. Don't worry, they are coming. More videos on the way. My schedule is I'm going to try to stick to a schedule. It is going to be every Wednesday. A new video is going to come out on my YouTube channel. Of course, we'll do Superhero Sundays every single Sunday at 10 a.m. And I'm going to do gaming every single Friday at like 8 p.m. I think that's...
I thought you were about to say 8 a.m. I'm like, whoo, don't do that to yourself, dude. No. Don't do it.
I'm going to game every single Friday, live stream on my YouTube channel. It's going to mainly be the Arkham games. Going to get through that. Hopefully, maybe some Spider-Man thrown in there, too.
Yeah, you got to play Spider-Man.
Definitely want to play Miles Morales. I know it's a short game, but I love superhero games. That's what I'm all about. That's my main thing when it comes to gaming is superhero games. I love it.
Oh, speaking of superhero games, remember the old Superman PlayStation game?
The old Superman PlayStation game.
I think it was called Metropolis.
It was like cheesy Superman.
It was super cheesy. I loved every second of that game.
But anyway, all right. Well, thank you so much, guys. We'll see everybody next Sunday on the podcast at 10 a.m. Standard Eastern
time,
daylight savings time, whatever you want to call it.
Regular time.
Exactly. 10 a.m. See you here. Sundays, Superhero Sundays. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And you guys, as always, have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.